So, last session, having made it back from their journey out to the desert city of Canopus, the group gets some time to relax for a bit, meet up with some friends in the capital, and find about the mysterious man with a golden left arm asking them to complete a mission up north with a generous prepayment for doing so. With nothing better to do for the time being, and still time before the Empire's Foundation Festival comes up in a couple of weeks, the group decides to set off on that. Having some supplies in tow, they are to meet at the North Gate today to set off. So, anybody have anything they want to do desperately before they set out today?
I think I did everything I wanted to do, and I think we ended last week saying, "Hey, starting next week, we're on the road." So I think
We're
we
on our way.
did
Yeah.
everything we wanted to do.
Wanted to make sure nobody thought of anything between now and then, so. Anyway, so I guess let's just roll for initiative to see who gets there first. Snowbreaker, because she's the NPC coming along with you. Okay.
Loading, loading, loading.
There's mine.
Waiting on you, Mountain Blood.
What I roll? Can't see. Oops.
16.
16. All right.
Meow, 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 meow,
Okay, so
meow.
first person to wake up and get there is going to be Lyric. When you reach the northern gate, you see a man in a bull helmet waiting there, talking with some of the guards. Above game, have you met Ingvar? Double check that name. Yeah, Ingvar.
Ingvar.
I'm sure Lyric met him after we were doing the stuff in the desert. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was the one we saw when we came in from the desert.
Was he? I don't think so. Well, he's off doing looks like official army business. Do you do anything with him?
No, she doesn't.
Okay, so after a few minutes of sitting standing there, Snowbreaker is the next to show up. Morning, Lyric.
Morning.
Looks like the men are the last people to arrive. Figures, huh?
She thinks for a second. She doesn't quite know what to say, because usually she's not the first one. She just kind of shrugs.
Suppose I'm just used to it. Living up in the mountains, you had to be up when you had to be up. You notice she's got a bunch of supplies on her back, so she's carrying a good chunk of the load of supplies.
Like, just kind of looks like, do you need any help?
Nah, I can handle most of this. This is still a light load. Not as heavy as it looks. There's a lot of big, bulky stuff that's not heavy.
Like, just kind of looks like, okay.
But I appreciate
I am
the
stronger than
thought.
I look, so.
So, Anything else you want to discuss with her? But since it's just you two.
No, not at the moment.
Okay, so yeah, you're sitting there a few minutes. She also doesn't really know Ingvar, but Mountain Blood's the next to arrive.
Hey, oh, you two beat me here.
You call yourself a man of the mountain.
It's been a while.
Can't even be up here early enough to be the first person to get here.
I like to sleep in. We still waiting on Nildir?
Ildir and Victor.
Mm.
Give me a perception check, Mountain Blood.
Mm-hmm. Ah, 4.
Well, you don't see Ingvar. The one person I know knows him. So yeah, you've also taken the big brunt of some of the supplies. You got one of the tents, some of the rations on you. Nothing to you, but... Then after a few minutes, Nildir is the last person to arrive.
Nildir, you made it.
Yeah, sorry, I had to return some books to the capital. I mean, to the palace, to the royal library that I had taken out.
Ah.
Ooh, fancy
I
you
had
gets to look into the royal library.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to return the books to the archive before we left.
Well, all we're waiting on is the Mr. Victor, then.
Yeah, he's normally here by now.
Yeah. Usually one of the first. It's odd.
So after about 10 minutes, no one shows up. But you notice that EX is approaching after a few minutes.
Who's EX again?
The book guy of the guild.
Lyric's going to whistle for Gnarl.
Nothing. No one comes. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. As he's kind of hobbling up with his crutch and everything. So, I have news to inform you. Victor will not be joining you on this mission.
Oh, did other duty call or something?
Yes, when he was getting ready to leave this morning, he received an invite from not an invite, a summons from the Emperor himself to meet him. So we had to go to that. I don't know the full details on it, but that's something to do with some stuff that happened out in Canopus.
Oh no.
Okay.
I thought it was
Kind of weird, but okay. Kind of sudden.
Let me see something here. Who had the actual bag of holding again? Yeah, he did. So he hands you the bag of holding. So who's gonna take the? He said to give you guys this when you're on it.
Is I'm the biggest one? I mean, other than Snowbreaker here. I mean, I can take it.
Okay.
Okay, so, well, he said to go on the mission, get whatever that one mysterious man with the golden arm needs done. I will meet you guys when you make it back.
Oh, okay. You're not coming along?
He kind of does his arms thing to his missing leg.
True. Figured I would ask.
As much as I would love to, I miss the battlefield. I am not battlefield capable anymore.
Did he take an arrow to the knee?
He took a cannon to the knee, essentially.
They're just a lot bigger. A bigger arrow.
Just big arrow.
He took a ballista to the knee. We'll go with that.
He used to be an adventurer like us, and then he took a ballista to the knee.
Mhm.
Which knee? Dis knee.
So, Snowbreaker perks up. We best get going if we want to get back in time for the Foundation Festival, too. I gotta get me in on that tournament.
Yep.
Oh, dang. Hopefully, Victor will be back from his mission by then, because wasn't he going to be going into the tournament with you, Mountain Blood?
Yes. What we had been talking about for some time.
Actually, I think he agreed to partner up with Nyletotep, but
Oh, Narlethotep, yeah.
I was more interested in the solos bracket of it.
Well, I wish whichever of you is going to the tournament the best of luck, because I'm not the martial type, so that's not really for me.
I'm sure they have other festival activities that would pique you.
Yeah, the Magic's College always does fun stuff during it. You could probably help out with them.
Yeah, I tried asking the director of the Mage College what they were going to be doing for it, and we had a nice little conversation about it that I can't seem to remember because above game Timmy didn't know at the time, possibly still doesn't know yet the Mage College is doing for it.
Yeah, I'm not planning that till after this mission's done.
Nildir knows, I don't know, and you don't know,
Yeah.
but he knows.
Because above game, it's different every year. So,
Fair.
well, let's set off. We're burning daylight.
Time to hit the old mountain again. Woohoo! And bro.
So, after like half a day through, as you guys are journeying, Snowbreaker perks up. So, we're going to try to go through Polaris or take just the direct path over the mountains?
That is a good question. Not really sure,
Yeah, going over the mountains would technically be the faster way.
but more perilous.
Yes. Going through Polaris itself, we have to get permission to go through the pathways under there, which might take more time.
Because we would have to wait.
Well, if we go through Polaris, would we still make it back in time for the festival?
We should, if I recall, but it's probably have to pay our way through that way.
Well, we got our cold weather gear for a reason. We might as well put it through its paces and take the mountain.
And you got two people born and raised in them.
Yeah, but I'm not, so I vote for Polaris.
You would. As I say jokingly.
Well, I say go. I'm in for some more fun. I say go over the mountain. On blood.
I'm down for going over.
I'm fine with over.
Lyric just kind of sighs and
Less
shrugs.
politics.
She goes, nothing I can do. I was outvoted.
If need be, we'll get you covered so that we stay warm, Lurk.
Don't worry, Lyric. It's not the snow season So it's not going to be that miserable.
Haven't gotten there yet, so we'll find out.
Okay. So, first day gets uneventful. You're about halfway to the mountain, because it's not super long. Above game, I do make these shorter than they would just to make time go quicker, but, so you make the first camp. It's still relatively temperate here. It's not super bad. It's going to be nice to have the tents, but it's not going to require anything excessive setting up to make sure you warm through the night. Since it's just 4 of you, you can do 2 people per tent. Who's going to do first guard duty?
What time of day is it right now?
Sunset.
I'll take first watch since at least I don't have like dark vision or something, so it'd be easier for me to watch. This is a clear sky.
It's a little cloudy, but not like you can see the stars periodically, but there's still clouds in the sky.
Okay, so we'd be able to see the moon every so often.
Not a full moon. It's about half waxing right now.
We'll provide some light, but not full.
Snowbreaker goes in. I guess I'll take last.
I'll take second, I guess.
I guess that leaves you with third, Lyric. Me and you are taking one tent. You 2 are taking the other. Then it goes to you guys.
I'm good with whatever.
Let me see. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Or I could say that if Mountain Blood, if you do feel like you'd be more comfortable with your own tent, I've got a nice little bit of magic that I can use for the night.
And if you're gonna feel more comfortable in your own tent, that's cool. It's not like we haven't been.
I'm fine
Doing
either
this
way. I
before.
just know you need a lot of space, but if I'm fine either way. Yeah, we can share a tent.
I'm cool. I mean, I'm always cool, but I'm cool with these current arrangements.
Okay, so who's going to try to make the fire tonight?
If need be, I can use like one of my cantrips is firebolt, so I can just light it up right away
Same
without
here.
any issues.
Okay, so you don't have any firewood along. Who's going to go try to get firewood?
Maybe the person with 13 strength shouldn't go to try to carry big armfuls of firewood back.
Okay, I'll go check out for some firewood. And if not, we'll make some firewood.
I'll go with you. Snowbreaker perks up.
Care to join me, Snowbreaker?
She already said she was going to.
No, I thought I heard a cough, so. We'll be back.
Lyric, Nildir, gonna have any conversation while they're away?
Complete utter silence.
Silence. I can't think of anything.
Lyric?
Lyric's gonna be strumming on her instrument.
Okay, give me one of those.
Whatever you just rolled.
You play some decent music. Nildir, you recognize it's kind of an old tune, and you kind of hum along to it.
I can performance to hum along.
Okay, perform to hum along.
It's gonna be shit, but let's go for it. 10.
Yeah, that's it. You hum along to it. You're not in key, not key, in tune the entire time, but it's not bad.
Lyric's gonna try and help Nildir figure out how to stay in key.
I was seeing if by some miracle I could outperform Lyric because there was that nat 3 on the die.
I've got a plus 13 to my performance. Good
Yes,
luck.
and you rolled a 16, so you rolled a 3.
Yeah.
So there was a chance. There was a small chance that if I would have rolled a 15 or higher, or no, a 13 or higher, I could have gotten it.
But she's gonna be courteous and try and teach him how to be on key.
Okay, roll again with advantage, Nildir. See what happens.
Oh dear God! Somehow I feel this might be
And
worse.
she hits a note and she waits for him to respond, and she'll hit the same note until he gets it right.
I can do this. 21.
Nice.
Yeah, you start humming along to it pretty much perfectly.
Had to warm up the vocal cords.
As some of the birds in the forest seem to chirp along with you.
Yeah, we're not going all Fiona on these birds, making them explode.
Shrek the Third, where they start attacking.
Mountain Blood, give me a survival check with advantage.
Yeah.
Did you say a survivor check?
Dirty
Yeah.
20.
Both and 21 for Snowbreaker. So yeah, you both notice a really old dead pine tree.
It'll smell good when it's burning.
Yeah, that's the perfect tree right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's still got all like the brown, thick,
Pine
like dried
cones
out
on there.
needles on it.
Reminds me back at home during the good times.
Let's see how easily this comes down as she takes a swing at it with her great axe.
And
He hits it pretty good. Where's my D12? 12. As she pretty much, it's getting old and rotting, so she smacks it. It just breaks apart and falls over.
oof, nice.
Back at camp, you hear the sound of a tree falling.
Timber.
I guess that answers that question. If a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound?
Give me another survival check, both of you. Well, not both of you, because I'm rolling the one. What am I saying?
Survival. 12.
Yeah, you managed to get a good chunk of firewood and kindling, which should last you for the night and the next night. She rolled a nat 20 on her next one.
Haven't had to use this. Do anything quite like this in a while. Might be a little rusty. I get out more in the mountains.
Yeah, after about half an hour, Mountain Blood and Snowbreaker come back with a good chunk of wood for everything. Well, we got enough firewood for probably today and tomorrow. We found a good dead tree.
Mm-hmm. Felt good being back in nature again. Back in the old mountainside.
So, who's going to be in charge of dinner tonight? Cricket. Cricket.
Cricket, cricket.
Didn't we have rations and stuff or no?
You do, but if you can try to not use them, why not? Why not
True.
use them?
Did they bring food with the trees?
We did not.
Nope. I don't think we knocked anything out too when it fell.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't have anything to cook besides the rations that we brought with us.
I will say above game, you did get some food to make some fresh food over the cave that's not gonna last as long as you want to cook it first.
Okay. What'd we bring? What'd they give us? Be specific, Timmy. I'd like to know in great
Okay.
detail. What did they give us?
You got some not like hard bread that's gonna last a few days. Some chilled meat that'll only last a couple of days. Some like
So it's not preserved.
beef, some
Okay.
cheese, some fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, yes, I know. I still got jerky and forgot about my spices. Salamandersicle. I should probably get
Ooh,
that.
There's Eric's cooking roll.
Do we have ooh, along with the big logs, did they bring any like smaller sticks
Yeah, they brought
that we
kindlings.
could kind of like some like some meat skewer size sticks that we can kind of like shave a bit of the bark off and turn them into skewers?
Give me a survival check.
I do have a javelin if that would work. It'd just be a really long javelin.
I was trying to think we could slice up some of the meat and some of the vegetables and stuff and make some kebabs and toss them over a fire.
Yeah, give me a survival check. Ildir. I can't words.
You can't words, and I can't roll 5.
No, pretty much all the stuff they brought's real dead sticks, so they not work good for kebab making for skewer.
Darn. Um, 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 um. We don't have really anything to use as a pot.
You
Or you
have
could ma-
cooking
or you could toss.
supplies. You have a
We
pot
have
and a
cook-
pan.
we have cooking supplies.
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll make it. We can make a nice stew.
I was gonna say I have an explorer's kit. I just don't remember what it all has in it, but I think I got.
We can make stew. Chop up the meat and the vegetables. Use the cheese and the liquid, the few little bit of liquids that we have. We can always collect some water and make it into a nice stew.
I'm like, and I have as a rum's run inside my bag. I'm like, still got a salamander head. That could be used for a broth, maybe.
Only we had a druid or a ranger.
Ranger, danger, ranger.
Ranger danger.
Oh well.
Unfortunately, not.
And I've got some barbecue bear meat still.
So how's that sound? Any objections to a bit of a beef stew?
Stew it. Let's do it.
Did you say let's stew it?
Let's do it.
Explorer's
Let's do
Pack
it.
does not have cooking supplies in it, but
No, all right.
Well, you said we have cooking supplies.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I've got an explorer's pack, but I'm not sure if I had that completely spilled out in my inventory or not.
okay. So yeah, everyone make me a survival check for making the stew.
Yeah, well, someone will have to collect some water, but we'll have have everything else pretty much.
Oh, come on. Get out of there. Let's see.
Survival.
19.
10. Better than the last one.
Okay, someone can have a water skin of endless water because that was in the bag of holding you got from Victor.
Cool.
It's like we're in a snowy part, aren't we? Or are we still out in the still in a non?
It's not. You're not to the snowy part yet, so.
Okay, I was gonna say we just melt snow. That'd get our water. Plus we can purify it. But
Yeah, you would have to
Yeah,
clean
we
the
got-
water because snow is not safe for drinking if you just melt it straight.
boil it. That way all the impurities are gone.
Boil that mushrooms to get in a stew. Please tell me you have potatoes.
Yes, you had potatoes.
Potatoes, boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
Yeah, you make, after about an hour or so, you make a pretty decent stew. Meat could be a little more tender, but it's serviceable.
Serviceable, not super chewy, not super tough, but it could be more tender, but it's a solid B plus stew. Or solid B stew.
Yeah.
It's a solid B.
It's a solid B.
Nothing beats fresh made food with friends. Am I right, guys?
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. Even though
Victor's not here.
Victor's not here, and I still have only been with you guys for only a bit of time, so I don't know you as well as I'd like to yet, but good time so far.
But yeah, everyone give me a perception check.
Perception. All right. I perceive everything. Most things.
Oh.
I perceive many things.
Everyone's percepting.
Yep.
Baller. 21.
Fuck.
You perceive the least amount of the people. Because above game,
Fuck
Snowbreaker didn't roll for this, but everyone saw her sneak some whiskey or something into the stew when it was being made.
I smell a little extra.
So that really helped add flavor to it.
Warms the belly.
Made it full bodied.
Well, technically the alcohol got cooked off in it, but
But still warm.
yeah, with that, everyone gets into their tents. And Mountain Blood, you got first watch.
Bad.
Give me a perception check again for your watch.
Come on. Let's do better this time. I jinxed myself. 14? Or 14?
Okay. Gonna roll something here.
Shnikes.
Yeah, a little bit through your watch. You're not super far off the beaten path, but you see like a caravan of a few people on horseback come by.
Oh shit.
And-
Damn it.
And
I see why it didn't go through. I typed up a message to remember later, but I forgot to read it.
do they see us?
Let me do a roll here.
And I take it the fire is probably going.
The
or at
fire
least-
is going, yes.
So we're off the path. We're hidden somewhat, but not completely.
You see them keep just kind of trot by, and they don't make a stop and just keep heading towards the capital.
Fair.
On that, you see nothing on your watch. Who said they were second? Nildy or
I
Lyric?
said I was going to go second,
Okay.
and then Lyric was third. Quick question, very quick question.
Yes.
Because it's nothing magical, no weapon or anything special, can I say that before we left, I just used a gold to just get myself a nice little blank book full of just blank pages?
Yeah, that would have taken no time at all to do.
I just wanted to make sure because I wanted to write that down before the new day started, make sure I had that. Give him a nice little tip. I got a nice little finely bound leather book for a gold.
Super nice. Very fancy. Chef's kiss, amazing.
Give me a perception check for your watch, then, Nildir.
Okay. Perception. 2020. My perception is 2020.
About
That was
midway
21.
through your watch, you hear some twigs snap off in the distance, and you see a deer coming towards the camp.
Fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat, fresh meat. How far away is it?
Right now, it's a good 50 feet.
Good time.
Um. Hmm. You know what? We're gonna get everything back during our long rest here. I'd like to shoot off a little magic missile to try to just pew pew pew, just tink 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 to try to take it down and get some fresh meat for our trip.
Okay, roll for damage.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, the first blast is enough to down the thing. As it crumples
Get
over.
sick. Mm.
Nice. Fresh
As you
meat.
hit it in the neck, and it breaks its neck, but the other two kind of hit it in its rib cage and kind of blow some of the stuff out there.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
And lead.
What do you wish to do with the
Yeah.
carcass?
I'm gonna drag it back over to camp.
Okay. That takes up the rest of your thing. So as that you're doing that, you hear Lyric kind of mosey out of her tent because she only needs 4 hours of sleep, and it's been 4 hours plus. So as you see Neil Deer slowly dragging a deer corpse back to camp.
Nil deer dragging a deer.
Killed. Nil deer killed deer.
Nil
Kinda
deer
like
with a
raise-
killed deer.
She kind of like raises her finger for a second, like she's gonna, opens her mouth, raises her finger, and it's just like puts it down, closes her mouth. It's just like
Oh.
nods
Mm.
sagely at him.
And he will nod back and head into his tent to get some sleep.
You're just gonna leave the deer sitting there?
Watch Lyric will bring it back to life.
Actually, it's gonna be a skeletal deer now. I brought it back to camp, so hopefully somebody could make use of their watch and just skin it and hopefully collect the meat off of it.
How far away is the deer from Mountain Blood?
20 feet at this
Like-
point?
Oh, I was gonna say if it was dragged close enough, he just, subconsciously like reaches out, grabs it, and starts cuddling with it.
Neil Deer did not put it inside your tent.
I did not put it inside the tent, no.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, Lyric,
That's-
give me your perception check for your watch. You see a baby deer come by the camp.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Right in the feels. Kill that one too. No, sir. No witnesses.
It's not like a super. It's a kind of like you call it about a teenage deer. I'd say it's
Like
not fully grown, but it's still
adolescent.
not
Yeah.
like a fawn.
Does it
It's-
have-
it lost
does
its
it have
spots, but not the
antlers?
full blown.
They're starting to come in, yes.
Okay, so it's a male. Is the one that Neil Deer killed also man?
Yes.
Oh, the lyric's not that big. It's whatever. Deer are plentiful, curling the the male population is actually a good thing, but she's going to leave the young one alive.
Yeah, if you would have said it was a doe, I wouldn't have killed it. I would have just let it be.
Okay, yeah. Nothing happens towards your shift as Snowbreaker kind of meanders out of your tent. She sees the carcass. Oh, that'll cover food for the few days, but would have been nice to have the person that killed it butcher it better.
Yeah, that bastard. I mean, what?
So which one was it, Nildeer or Mountain Blood?
Neil Deer killed it. Neil Deer killed it. Killed deer.
You have no idea what's going on,
asleep.
Mountain Blood.
I just wake up and like, hey, look, food.
She'll like, Nildir did it. She kind of like points to the
Gaping, magically
force
blasted
blows.
hole.
Yeah, well, I would think
Ugh.
magic missile isn't like Eldritch Blast. It's more like the rips. The deer clearly has internal injuries because it's force damage. So it's like it got punched or hit severely and it caused internal trauma.
It snapped the neck and then it just kind of bludgeoned the body.
It's like, and yep, it's not breathing anymore.
Well, she takes out some rope, ties it around its head, and flips it over a tree and starts pulling it up with little ease. And takes a knife and just stabs it into his chest and just carves straight down the center as the guts just flop out.
Smooth cut.
Well, I'll get to butchering while I'm on my guard duty. Let me roll perception for her. Doing this, I'm giving her disadvantage on... I think I'm using up the good rolls on that dice. That was a 19 and a 20 on it.
Yep.
Cool.
Some bad ones going forward.
Yeah, use all your bad ones in combat against us. Use all the good ones helping us
Yeah.
with these checks.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Everyone.
Yep.
All right, let's do better than Neil did. 20.
22.
Heaven and hell roll
Heaven and
for
hell.
Nildir.
I'm asleep, but I am perfectly perceptive,
Perfectly balanced.
as all things should be.
Lyric?
Oh, hold on.
Another perception check.
Perception.
I forgot I had this tequila left.
And
As you hear, get out of here, you stupid animals. As you hear like a slopping sound. Nildir and Skull Smasher, you hear like a slopping sound
who's
coming
Skull
from
Smash?
outside.
I don't know who cares Smash. That's my other nickname. What happened?
You hear not Mountain Blood, Snowbreaker yelling at someone, like, hey, get out of here, you filthy mutts. And you hear like a slopping sound.
Uh-oh.
It's about the time you'd be getting up anyway, so you figure might as well see what's going on.
Yeah,
What's happening?
if it's that time already, might as well.
As when you emerge, you see not Mountain Blood, I keep saying Mountain Blood. Snowbreaker standing around that pretty much a completely butchered deer carcass as she's throwing the guts out into the wilderness. Now, hopefully they'll be happy with just the guts for it. As you kind of look around, you see out in the trees, some of its intestines just spread about all over the place. Wolves came. I threw them the guts to keep them away from the main carcass. We're just about done with this and to do some final butchering, and we can get it into someplace to keep it. We have anything to chill it quick, so we can keep it fresh for a few more days. Kind of looking at you, Mildeer.
Okay, question. I technically have a thing that may or may not help, depending on if you allow the rule of cool.
And what is the thing you're trying to be applicable to this?
I have my dragon's breath, and one of the elements that I can choose for my dragon's breath is cold damage.
I'll
So I
allow
could
it.
essentially spew cold air to kind of chill the meat.
Yep, I can allow that.
Cool. Then I will do that. I will munch on a pepper. Just kind of, all right, wait for them to get all the meat kind of stacked up before I do that. Just take a nice deep inhale and just do a little, yeah, I'm just putting that there. Ignore the damage. I'm just doing that for the text box. But yeah, some nice chilling icy breath onto the meat.
Doing some icy hot, icy cool breath.
And she basically shoves it inside the bag of holding.
Perfectly preserved.
Well, let's break down camp and head off then.
Break it down.
Break it down.
So after a next day of adventuring, you get to
Can I do something on the more start of a day? Sorry, when as we start our first day before the next day starts.
What was that?
You said you were going through a full day. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, so
And the next
basically,
day, starting?
about halfway through the day, you make it to the split fork in the road, where one says Polaris and one says Mountain Pass. Travel at own risk. Well, this is where we split off then.
All right.
Last chance
I
to
just
save,
wanted-
change your minds.
I just wanted to do something before we had left camp for the day.
Yeah, what did you want to do?
Because it probably takes us a while to pack, at least probably hour to just pack up our camp, right?
About half hour, yeah.
Be much.
Okay, I just wanted to kind of pull open my actually never mind.
Could whip it
Shoot.
out.
I don't have to do some prep for this stuff. I don't have the items I need. Never mind. We'll just move on.
Okay.
I just found out I don't have a component I need.
So is everyone okay with keeping the same path then?
Yep. Sorry if I missed something. There was a small distraction above game that I had to look at because there was a Pokemon shiny situation that popped up. So all good.
Okay. Yeah, everyone give me another survival check here. Advantage for Mountain Blood.
Heck yeah. I'll be better than before. Ugh. Logna.
20. The two people that don't have advantage got 20s, and he got the.
Oh my
6 and
god,
7.
what is happening?
Snowbreaker
apparently
got 20 or
no.
25 or whatever.
She rolled a 6 on the dice. Double check
Nice.
what her survival is.
Her. We're almost matching pair for pair.
Yeah, you both got 9s.
Mhm.
So the people, at home to the mountains are apparently struggling right now to go up the path that's starting to go a little steeper.
It's been a while.
Well, the two mages are not having any issues whatsoever.
They're majors. They majored in being outdoors.
Snowbreaker's starting to go, ugh, why is this so hard this time? What is going on?
Been a while.
It's been a couple months at most.
Doesn't take much.
Why are you guys not having any issues right now? Goes to Lyric and Nildir.
Because they are who they are. Because they're magical.
Is it supposed to be hard? It seems like it's a lot easier than you were making it out to be.
Lyric just turns to both of the. It just goes, city slickers.
We're not even to the hard part yet.
See,
As-
we're gonna warm up. Once we get into the snow, we'll really start to like really amp things up a little bit. Then they'll see how it really is. It'll really come through in the end here.
The DC with this was only 10, and both the people that I gave advantage to failed it. Yeah, you make not good time today. And it is starting to get snowy now, so you set up in a place where it's a nice little bit of a clearing. So basically, any checks tonight, Mountain Blood and Snowbreaker have disadvantage on.
Ugh.
They'll give me a survival check for making food tonight.
Survival. Shazam. 17.
Luckily, this is an average, and Snowbreaker didn't do good.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Hey, moist.
It is a really good meal if it's an average.
Yeah, luckily, unfortunately, that 5 from hers brings it down to a okay meal.
So like a 13, basically, between everybody. Garbage.
It's solid C.
Yeah, because the deer didn't get time to properly rest and muscle to untense out. It's a pretty tough cut of meat, but the making it as a stew helped. But yeah, everyone gets their good meal. It is an uneventful night. Everyone does manage to keep warm, but it is getting colder. Yep, everyone give me another survival check here.
Survival.
You get advantage again, Mountain Blood.
Oops.
Heck yeah, 'cause that's how we roll around here. 21s across the board.
16. Not
Yeah,
bad,
both
but not great.
Nildir and Mountain Blood, you are fine today. Lyric, you are just struggling to do anything today. And Snowbreaker, she's not having a good time with it either today.
Doing okay, Snowbreaker?
So yeah, you'll have disadvantage on any abilities checks today.
Woo! He's crazy.
So after about another day's passing here, it's starting to get... Everything's covered in snow, it's trudging along, you're making it through okay, but... You're at what looks like an old fort about... What was that?
That was just backup.
Okay. Yeah. But next day you'll probably be over the crest of the mountain and where it'll get easier to go starting downhill again, but everyone give me a perception check.
Yeah.
You said perception?
Yep.
6.
Lyric? So yeah, Lyric, you're basically not used to all the snow up here. So basically, everything's a piercing white, and you're kind of snow blind and can't see anything right now. Neil, dear, you and Snowbreaker just realized everything. This is normal snow. It's not nothing different here. Mountain Blood. You notice parts of it where there's things. It seems like it's melted and formed ice again.
Like an ice dam of sorts.
Which is weird for this area. That's not normal.
Mountain Blood would tell the others and point it out, and Mountain Blood will proceed to check it out of curiosity, just to see if he picks up anything as he gets closer to it. Because this ain't natural.
Everyone give me an intelligence check.
Suits things to the headband.
Yeah, it's a good time for her to get decent on both rolls.
Intelligence.
15? I mean, that's decent.
9.
9.
Mountain Blood. You remember weird creatures that inhabited the mountains that you wouldn't think would be capable of using fire. But there are. They are called Bremer hazes.
River hazes.
As both the time you're saying that, Snowbreaker goes, "Oh, there's Bremer hazes around here. Everyone get ready."
Prepare yourselves.
As out from the snow burst two creatures. They look kind of like evil demonic centipedes.
Right. Let's go.
Sure. Roll me initiative.
Let's go. I think there's something.
Let me find my token.
I think before I roll, I think I have advantage on initiative.
Hey, I can actually move my token.
Is a miracle.
Roll 20 down, roll 20. Woohoo. No momentum, Marshall. Yep. So, where'd it go? I'm gonna kick this one. As a reminder, I have feral instincts, so I get an advantage on initiative rolls.
Okay, sounds good.
Initiate. Just roll again, just to see, even though it's pretty dang high. 23. How? I don't know.
Okay, is that everybody? Mountain Blood, you are
Yep.
up first.
Come on. Let's, so we're gonna kick things off on the right note. We're gonna bonus action rage.
And that means you grow to large, correct?
Yep. Everything above me gets rage.
And I'm going to say, Lyric, you will have, everything here counts as difficult terrain because of your roll earlier, so you only have half movement.
And let's... Just double checking a couple things. And then we're gonna see 40 feet is gonna be. And my believe that 40 feet, since I'm large, I believe my reach goes out plus 5 feet. So that's going to be right to... And I'm gonna shout, let me ask you a question. And then swing.
$20 hits.
Yep. And there should be 10 plus 2, so that's gonna be 12 slashing. And extra attack. One for a 14.
That'll hit.
That is all.
Lyric, you are up.
Don't worry, I'll be everybody's bodyguard.
3. Alright, skip my ranges. Out of range for that. My bad. I don't want to roll anything that's an attack roll because that's a disadvantage. So I want to roll things that are a save. And so I think I'm going to go ahead and mock this bad boy with a vicious mockery.
Okay.
Does this look like a moth or a bug or a spider or what?
Yes.
Every insect you could possibly think of manifested into one.
It's basically it's the best way to describe it is a cobra centipede.
Ugh.
So he
Okay.
which one did you say again?
This one over by Mountain Blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark them colors just so we verify it better. So
Blue. I'm going after blue with the vicious mockery. Hey, dumb, stupid bug man! You can't hit anybody.
Flies all the way down and picks
its
their
eye
top
twitches as you do
ball.
5 damage to it.
Aha! It has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Come
Okay,
on.
that's your turn.
No, I'm gonna bardically inspire Mountain Blood. It's a good point. I'm squish the bug!
Kill it.
Okay. Thornbreaker, because she's having trouble moving in the snow right now. God, this is so annoying. Kind of goes by Nilder, starts to get on towards this one.
I believe
I'll block this one. I don't believe I gave her any range capabilities. No, she does not. Really, she has feral instinct too, and I should have rolled advantage for her initiative, but oh well. Nildir, you are up.
Cool. So there's one up by Mountain Blood, and we got one further up, right? Those are the two that we see.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and point at the bug creature up here, the one not by Mountain Blood. I'm gonna go ahead and put off a firebolt into it, or try to.
Okay.
Firebolt. Does a 15 hit?
A 15 hits.
14 fire damage.
Give me a perception check.
That don't sound good. Perception. Nat 20. Heaven and hell again.
The firebolt plinks off its surface, and you tell it does nothing to this thing.
Damn.
Oh. There goes my idea.
Don't bother using fire. That's my turn.
Okay, so this guy moves up to Mountain Blood. And he goes out to take a bite at you. It's going to be 15 to your AC. No, sorry, 16.
That's a no-go. That's a miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite make it up to her. On Blood, you are up.
So I've got a question.
Yes.
Since it's wounded and it's got marking on it from Lyric, could I perform an animal handling check and tame it so we can ride it over the mountain?
Not when you're raging.
Oh. Womp. Okay. Otherwise, normally I could.
You could have tried.
Okay, fair enough. I just thought since it was at an disadvantage, but I will know for next time. I am gonna try. Since I heard that fire don't work, let's try a little Thunderwave action. Let's try it. Level 2.
You're raging. You can't use spells.
Oh, dang it. Okay. I suppose because that's going to require some concentration. Trash. Okay, fair enough. We'll go tried and true. Great axe time.
Twenty will hit.
Let's see, and that's a 15 slashing. I always forget about it.
As you hit it closer to it now, you take 6 fire damage.
Which is reduced by, like...
It's
X
fire
amount of
damage.
tattoo.
You only get reduced to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing when you're raging.
Oh, I also got the...
Oh yeah, you do have... Never mind, you have the tattoo. I forgot about the
Tattoo.
tattoo. Yeah, you only do
So-
take half of that. So 3.
Yay.
Still your turn, though.
Sorry, there's 5 buzzing around. And then we'll do another chop to chop chop chop.
13 will miss.
Oh, dang it. Okay. And that'll be all for now.
Lyric, you are up.
She is going to. No one's really taken any damage, have they? So.
3.
Mountain Blood took a little fire damage.
minimal. Don't waste
And
it
I
on-
don't like wasting fairy fire on one enemy. So I guess she's back to vicious mockering the blue one that's facing Mountain Blood.
Boo-boo.
That's a better call.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure he's probably going to fail this because these things aren't... Why? Yeah.
Not bad, not.
I'll get my inspiration back with a short rest. If I remember correctly right now. Hold on. Yeah. So she's gonna inspire. Oh, sorry. What's her name?
Snowbreaker?
Snowbreaker. There we go.
There's the one.
She's gonna bardically inspire Snowbreaker after she says, "Stupid dumb bug, stop biting my friend." But she goes, "You hit that one harder. Squish the bug, Snowbreaker." She just basically repeats her last turn.
Okay.
She won't move though, so that's the end of her turn.
Snowbreaker yells, "On it! Brah!" as she bursts into her own rage. I should give a marker for that.
Explodes.
Fist. Give you a rage marker too. Fist. As she is going to reckless attack this guy. With her great axe.
That's a great question.
That's going to be a 19. That's going to hit. 12.
Shut up, B12.
That's max damage. That's going to be 16 slashing damage. Right?
Kill it.
Oh, she does have a javelin. I could have used that. Oh well. Wait a minute, that's 18 because I didn't factor in rage damage. He is going to take 8 retaliatory fire damage in defense of that. Does have second attack. I forgot to put that on her character sheet. And what does the bardic inspiration do again? Wimpy,
What's that?
what does the bardic inspiration do?
She can use it on anything but attack damage. So, and it is I am level 9 still. It is only a D8.
He hits without it, so it's another 16 damage. Nice, but she's still gonna take another retaliatory fire damage. 8 again. That's going to end her turn. Nildir, you are up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to focus on this same creature. And I will drop on it an upcasted level 3 shatter on it.
Okay. That's a
So
dexterity
I will-
saving throw, correct?
No, it is a constitution save.
Okay.
Wrecked bug.
And it is 16.
And they will fail.
Shocker.
$15 thunder damage.
That one hurts.
Yeah, on the higher level cast, yeah.
Guessing they're super effective against thunder.
Anything else you can do?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay, so it's the Remmerhaze's turn. Blue is going to take a bite at Mountain Blood.
Take your best shot.
That's a fail. The 2, so I'm pretty sure that misses.
Oh my god.
The other one does get advantage on Snowbreaker here. Just double check some page here. I fucked damage. Two. So yeah, unfortunately that 21 is going to hit her. So that's going to be 13 bludgeoning damage, but that will be half because she's raging. That's 6. And 2d6 fire damage. So 12 damage on her. On Blood, you are up.
I'm going to go after the buggy bug with the axe. Ow, jeez.
Okay, let's roll severity here. Your axe goes flying out of your hand and lands over here. What do you wish to do?
Would, if it went flying off, would the elemental cleaver effect pop in? If it happened to be thrown, I think it instantly reappears. You know, I didn't. Granted, I didn't choose an element for it. It would still come back if I was raging. But you make that choice.
I'll allow it.
Fizzing,
It
right
doesn't
back
say
in.
if you... It has to be a ranged attack to summon it back, so...
Yeah, like if you throw the weapon, it reappears. So it's like if it went flying off somewhere, then it should like immediately come back. So then let's make another attempt. And we'll try. And if it lands us tons, we'll try doing this savagely, so in case it's a low roll, I'll take the top roll. So I can do that once per turn. And say it has to be the first one.
It rolled a hit. 27 hits at least.
And then savage would be do a 1d12 and then add my +5. Yeah, so
Yeah, just roll the thing again. I'll count it as that's the secondary roll.
oh, okay. Just roll it one more time.
I'll say you'll go with the one with the 17, right?
Yep, and then 17, and then of course he's raging, so there'd be a +2 on top of that, so that's 19 slashing.
As you take 8 fire damage as retaliatory for attacking it.
8, so is that halved or not?
That is not halved. I don't have it. That's for you to remember or forget to do. So
Okay. So 4. Alright, still sitting pretty. I'm good.
Lyric, you are
Moving
up.
on.
Gotta be a pretty
Fire.
big beast.
She is going to point to the one fighting Mountain Blood, and she's going to go, "Can't see anything!"
Oh, my eyes, my eyes.
You're blinding
Wait,
it.
no, wait.
Yep.
Okay. And so that's a Constitution save.
Yes.
It unfortunately passes.
Oh well.
Living the breeze.
I tried. She's going to inspire... neither one of them have used her inspiration, right?
Correct.
Alright, then she'll just inspire Neildir. She gets it back at she gets all of her stuff after a short rest, so she just might as well use it, so...
Okay. Snowbreaker is up, and she is going to keep doing with the reckless attack on the thing in front of her. That is a 16, so that'll hit. Rolling good with her damage rolls. That's going to be 18. Of course, retaliatory fire damage. Finally, a low one for that is only 5. She's still looking okay with her HP. We'll keep the reckless attack going. That'll hit. And that's lower. It's only 13. Retaliatory fire damage. Only 3. So, Hildir, you were up.
Cool. How are these these bugs looking?
Neither of them are looking very good.
Alright. I feel like I want to try to put one of these things down.
Take the far one, not mine.
So, I'm going to be going for red here, the one that
Snowbreaker.
Snowbreaker's been fighting. Nildir's going to kind of do that thing where he claps his hands together, and as he pulls them apart, he forms a psychic lance in between them. And he's going to chuck it right into this thing. And that is a intelligence saving throw.
Yes, these things known for their brains.
Brains.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that fails. You don't even have to tell me what the DC
It's
is
at
for that.
16.
Yeah. They got a 14s, which is a 10.
Psychic Lance, go. 23 emotional damage.
As a tear rolls down from this thing's eyes, it crumples over dead.
The bug's ready to start to go, Mama!
That ends your turn?
And that is my turn.
Okay, so the one that's still alive is going to take a bite out of, or attempt to take a bite out of Mountain Blood. Yeah, that misses. You're up, Mountain Blood.
Mountain Blood, let's finish this. And goes Grit X. 25 for a 12 slashing. And then we'll go Savage for the next one. So we do that once per turn. So we'll do the first roll. See if that means anything.
That hits.
And we'll just do a quick re-roll like we did before. See if it does. Nope, that was terrible. So we'll stick with the 12.
How do you want this one to die?
So thought about this a little bit on my next kill. So he's gonna use his great axe, swing it around a few times like Conan the Barbarian would, and just clean slice the head right off as it plops to the ground.
As both of these things plop on the ground, you see the snow around them starting to basically melt from the residual body heat from these things. As
When they come back.
Snowbreaker starts to calm down from raging. As do you, because you don't get to do damage to stuff. So,
Oh, whew. That was fun. Should we harvest it for any of its viable meat pieces?
Do
we got a deer.
giant
We don't need
bugs
bug
have-
meat.
We still have a good amount of deer meat that we chilled. It'll last us a couple more days.
All right. Did anyone want to use like maybe the parts of it for like a makeshift shield or something later on? I'm sure it's probably tough enough.
If you want
Hell,
to
if
Mental pack
harvest, take some time, harvest it. Be my guest. We need to get moving.
Just offering for future reference.
If we harvest some of the hide, it may make some good fire-resistant gear.
I'm just.
You want to
throwing
take
out
your time to
ideas.
harvest some. Snowbreaker doesn't seem to want to do anything right now.
Well, Mountain Blood wants to go over to that one. I'll see if I can get anything useful off of this one.
Let's loot.
Okay,
Time to
roll
loot
me
and harvest.
survival checks then.
My survivals are good when they need to be, but when I actually want something, they're complete
don't?
ass.
What if I do?
1, 2, 3, go. 8, yeah.
Ooh, dice roll.
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I forgot that I had that thing. Because I thought it was a limited time. I thought it ended when combat ended.
Nope.
It's good for hours.
It's good to the end of the day.
Solid. So
Yeah, it's
never
good
see-
until
it
it's
was a
used. So
D8?
use it when you
All
can.
right, with 10 minutes. I'm sorry. It's good within 10 minutes.
Hey,
That's like
11.
Woo.
Yeah, you kind of burn your hands a little bit getting that on there, so you take 1 damage because these things are still hot as hell. But you have a few chitin plates from its body that could maybe be turned into something.
Chitin?
Titan, yeah.
I heard shitting plates.
Because these still look like young ones, so they're not super big.
How many did I get?
Say about 5.
Okay. 5 large chitin plates.
Mountain Blood, you're able to get considerably more. You're able to get about 10 of them.
Cool. I'm just gonna put those bug plates down.
Because when you're doing that, Snowbreaker just kept going.
All right, let's keep moving. That's all
All
the
right.
more we need.
Time to keep moving.
But she is moving slow, so you catch up to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna hang out behind Snowbreaker because
Yeah, you're both moving slow.
I got no problem.
snowflakes are blowing in her head. A winter voice that soon will spread.
It
It tries to freeze Lyric's soul. It makes her happy, but makes her cold.
Okay.
Snowflakes falling on her head.
Not quite the song I was quoting.
Yeah, as you make your way through the next day, nothing really eventful happens because you're getting higher up in the mountains. There's less people. The next day, everyone give me another survival checks. Mountain Blood, you get advantage.
Woohoo! 15. Nice. Holy smokes, Lyric. That's amazing. Double net 20.
Snowbreaker finally makes it.
And Nilder is not doing too hot.
Nope, Nilder is not doing good today, but everyone else is fine throughout the day.
Looks like this is the best day ever.
As you go through the day, it's cold. You're barely been able to make passage through it, but it's basically like the scene in The Lord of the Rings where they're being assaulted by the snowstorm, kind of like snow. Except no one's Legolas as they're walking on it.
Cut out the cuss. When Saruman's trying to bring the mountain down on him.
Yeah, it's like that, but the mountain's not coming down on them.
Yeah. Not yet.
As you crest over one of the lower mountain passes, you look out and see the vast area of the northern area beyond the mountains. It's just ice caps, glaciers, snow everywhere. But it is quite the beautiful scene you see. As you see what looks like a fjord kind of going off into the oceans area, kind of the north of the area here. Real beautiful scene. Everyone give me a perception check.
If only there was a way to capture this moment forever. $20. Yes.
Perception. 20.
Ooh. Go high roll.
Well, all of you make the check besides Snowbreaker. Off in the distance, you see nothing here really stands out. Other than off kind of more to the northeast, you see a castle. The only thing in the structure that looks like anything that's bigger than, like, maybe a small portable, like a village, is that you believe to be your destination.
It's right there. Not too much longer, crew. We are almost there.
You guys can see it? I certainly can't. Too much snow. It's all white.
Sorry. Sometimes you gotta embody the mountain in the winter for it to really shine through.
Okay, so as you're making your way down the mountain over the day, after a while, everyone starts to hear a faint rumbling.
Faint rumble.
Avalanche?
As everyone turns around to see, as Zane put it, yes, there is an avalanche coming towards you.
Oh,
What do you wish to do?
I got two things that I could do. One thing helps everyone, and one thing helps me. Would you like me to do the thing that helps everyone, or the thing that would just help me?
10 seconds.
I mean,
All right, I
there's
throw
a-
up a tiny hut. I
okay,
get everyone together, and I throw up a tiny hut.
Tiny
I was
hut
gonna
takes
say,
time.
quick cover as it comes down that way. At
Hmm?
least we're protected.
Roll the description for
Yeah,
tiny hut,
hut.
please.
Tiny hut.
Tiny hut takes time.
Shit, it takes 1 minute.
Yep. You don't have that
Good
time.
lyrics here.
Quick
It's just
cover.
gonna force a wind
Quick
wall right
cover.
around everyone.
All right, hold on. I have something else. You don't need to do wind wall. I've got something that takes 1 action. I'll do the same thing as tiny hut, but I'll do it with a wall of force. I'll make a dome around us.
The duration is concentration up to 1 minute.
Up to 10 minutes.
Okay.
I put a force bubble over us.
Bad.
I'm gonna claim my elemental of choice is gonna be fire, but that's not.
So you're making
that's
a dome or a sphere?
Dome.
Dome?
dumb.
Okay, so yeah. As the avalanche pours over you, you are now inside this dome. You are stuck underneath the snow that covered over you. And with that, that is where we're going to end the session for the day.